Hello again. Let's take a look at a nice old standard by Ray Noble, copyright 1938, Cherokee. Made famous in the 40s by Charlie Parker, and it's been a jazz standard, I think, ever since. Here's a chord melody, simple chord melody for Cherokee. So we're going to start with B flat major 7. Okay. Normally you'd come through to the second string when you play B flat major 7, but we're going to stop it on the third string for that D melody note. Now we've got an F minor 7. I'm barring with the first finger 6th fret, first 5 strings. I've got the pinky on the 3rd string, I've got the ring finger on the 5th string. Now we're going to go to a B flat 13. Now this is nice. You start to see why the melody sounds so nice. This is a 9 over E flat major 7, so it turns into a E flat major 9, D, F. This is another nice one here. So what this is, it's when you play rhythm for the tune, it's an A flat 7, you know. This is the bar chord way, this is the more jazzy type way. But it's got the flatted 5th here. Let's rewind it back. So we've got the B flat major 7 as far as the D on the 3rd string. F minor 7 with the bar. Going to B flat 13. Nice chord here, E flat major 9. F is on the 2nd string. D, F. Now we've got the D on the 2nd string over this A flat 7, which actually makes it an A flat 7 flat 5. Come back to the C note. Now we've got B flat. So all it is here is I'm playing B flat, D on the 5th string, and I'm playing the B flat electrifier to catch our melody there. Then D. Now F on the 2nd string as the top note of a D minor 7. Now we're going to come up, we're going to play, so you know, this is a C7 bar chord. I tend to not play the 5th, so I do the hybrid thing where I'm hitting the root on the 6th string, but then I'm only playing the first 3 or 4 strings. It's a C7 with the D, so it's actually a C9. Going to this C7 with B flat, which is the flat 7 on the 1st string. C minor 7 with the G melody on the 2nd string. D minor 7 flat 5 with the F melody on the 2nd string. This is a G7 flat 9 with the D melody on the 2nd string. Okay, so let's just take that. This is G7 bar chord. If I want the flat 9, it's going to be 4th string 6th fret. So slightly dissonant, but I like it. So it's D minor 7 flat 5 with the F on the 2nd string, and then we've got G7 flat 9 with the D on the 2nd string, going to the same form we used earlier for the F minor 7. I'm barring first few strings, got the pinky on the 3rd string, ring finger on the 5th string. We're going to go only as far as the 2nd string to catch that C. Now this is an F7 sharp 5. 2nd string catches the C sharp, and then we're back. Let me show you the 2nd A section in a different spot. So here again, we're kind of going back and repeating, but this is B flat major 7 with the D. I'm doing it in a different spot now. Melody is F. Now when you go to the G melody, that's a nice F7 sharp 5 with the G on top. Now we're going to continue the way we did earlier. F minor 7 with B flat on top. B flat 13 with that G 2nd string on top. E flat major 9 with the F on the 2nd string as the top note. D, F. Here's our A flat 7 with the flat 5, the D on the 2nd string, right here. Down to C. Again, we're playing a B flat chord with the B flat melody on the 4th string. D melody, now an F melody 2nd string over this D minor 7. And again, the C9. D is on the 1st string, 10th fret. B flat is the melody, 1st string, 6th fret. Here's our 2nd ending. C minor 7 as far as the G on the 2nd string. This is nice. F13. That's why the melody sounds so nice. He's got 9s in there, he's got 13s. It's not your run-of-the-mill standard. We land on B flat over a B flat major chord. Now, it modulates from B flat up to B right here, which is really nice. So when we modulate, we're going to start on the 2 chords, C sharp minor 7. But the melody is D sharp, so it's actually a C sharp minor 9. And now we go to F sharp 9 with the C sharp. First string is the melody. Now we're going to have this B major 7. Now B flat minor 7. I'm doing the hybrid thing again to avoid the 5th string. E9, A major 7. So my melody here is the 2nd string E. You can change to A6 if you want a little change there. Now we've got A minor 9 with the B 1st string melody. This is D7, A 1st string melody. Now going to this same form again that we used for the B earlier, G major 7, but it's G major 9 because our first note is A on the 1st string. G minor 9, F, D on the 2nd string, C9, the G on the 1st string, C minor 7 with the C melody note 2nd string, F7 sharp 5, and that sharp 5 note on the 2nd string, C sharp is the melody. Now we're to the last A section. This is the same as before. E flat major 9, A flat 7 with the flat 5, the D on the 2nd string, going to the C, B flat note over a B flat abbreviated chord, and where am I? Yeah, here I am. D on the 3rd string over this B flat major 7, F 2nd string on top of a D minor 7, and again that's C9. Okay, 3rd finger's not doing anything, I'm just basically, it's this and the pinky, but I like grabbing the bass. Go to this C7 with the B flat melody on the 1st string. Yeah, and then C minor 7 with the G on the 2nd string, F13, I like that chord, with the D on the 2nd string, and then we finish on. So let's see. E flat major 9, A flat 7, B flat, B flat D minor 7, C9. First ending, C minor 7 with the G 2nd string, D minor 7 flat 5 with the F on the 2nd string, G7 flat 9 with the D 2nd string, resolving to C 2nd string over the C minor 7, F7 sharp 5, that's really nice too. Then we continue, 2nd A section. E flat major 9, A flat 7 with that flat 5, going to C, B flat on the 4th string, D on the 3rd string, F on top of a D minor 7. This is all repetition. I repeat too much, I know that. G on the 2nd string melody, going to D on the 2nd string over the F13, and we just finished our 2nd A section. Now that great modulation up a half step from B flat to B. First thing we play is a C minor 9, the 2 chord, in the new key. F9, F sharp 9, sorry. Going to this B major 7. And then play the C sharp again. Now it's B minor 7. E9, A major 7. Now we've got the B 1st string over the A minor 7, makes it an A minor 9. D9, G major 7. Hit the A again, Now it's G minor 7. C minor 7 with C on the second string. F7 sharp 5 with the C sharp on the second string. Here's our last A section. E flat major 9. So, I have another little video walking you through the chord changes to this tune, walking you through a simple version of the melody for this tune, and also a few rhythmic ideas for improvising over the tune, which I'm working on big time because I'm not happy with my improvising. I don't think that many of us really are. But just to finish off, if you just think of basic arpeggios for the first few chords in the tune, so you would have E flat major 7, F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat, major 7, B flat, okay, so when it goes to the middle section, again it's a C sharp minor 7, C sharp minor 9. I think I wore myself out. Okay, last thing I'll say is I've done this before on videos, you probably already know it, but a nice little intermediate technique is if the chord is B flat major 7, instead of just running the chord tones in the B flat major 7 to B flat arpeggio, something that's a little bit nicer, a little more musical, I think, is to take the third of the chord. So in a B flat chord, the D is the third, and do a D minor 7 arpeggio. Again, you don't want to just recite the arpeggio from top to bottom, but if you use those notes, okay, so there, for B flat major 7, go to the third D and work with the minor 7 notes. Okay, for F minor 7, go to the third of the chord, which is A flat, and work with A major 7 notes. So for the minor 7, you go up to the third of the chord, what this does is it gives you the 9 of each chord, and it prevents you from playing the root. The root is like the weakest note to play because it's just sounding the same as the chord accompaniment with the bass note. For a B flat 7, here's a quick and easy thing you probably know. B flat 7, the notes are B flat, D, F, and A flat. Well, the D is the third of the chord. Go to the D and play what's called a D half diminished or D minor 7 flat 5. Again, that gives you a slightly different feel. And that's it. So just some ideas on Cherokee, really nice tune, fun tune to play. It's usually played extremely fast. I have a hard time playing it that fast, but let me know if you have any ideas, any things you do on Cherokee, any soloing ideas or chord melody concepts you might have. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate you doing so. Throw me a like if you enjoy it, if you find it useful, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.